This is Ifya Fua again, and welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and I give you 3 reasons why. On this channel, we look at ourselves and how we could get better as individuals. We encourage ourselves to be better, and we also remind ourselves daily on the little things we can do, the little steps we can take to help us get better each day. Today, the topic for discussion is it takes time. Everything takes time. You cannot rush life. You cannot rush maturity. There is no shortcut in maturity or life. And I'll give you this analogy. Spiritual growth takes time. Physical growth takes time. Self-discipline takes time. Everything takes time. Whenever fruit is rushed to ripe, it loses its flavor. Anything that is rushed before maturity loses its flavor. So I encourage you to understand that life and every perfection takes time. Stop being too hard on yourself. Be gracious to yourself and show yourself a little aorta of gracism. You have to understand, we are slow learners. We are slow learners, and sometimes it's hard to unlearn what you've done for almost half of your life, to just let it go and learn something else. That is why it's imperative for you to be gracious to yourself and not taking yourself too seriously, because you will never get to where you need to be. But so long as you're making progress in your life, you got to kiss yourself every day and say, I am better than I was yesterday. We have to unlearn what we've learned for the longest time. Isn't it funny how sometimes we go to a counselor, we go to a doctor, we go to anybody within the paradigm of which we want them to help us fix where we are right now. And it could be alcohol problem, it could be gambling problem, it could be addiction to pornography, it could be addiction to masturbation, it could be addiction to smoking, it could be anything that we don't want. We don't want, not necessarily bad, but we don't want it. And sometimes it gets to a point where we can't take it anymore. So we go to a physician, a counselor, and we say, fix me right now. And the counselor sits there and asks you, so what have you been doing? So how long have you been doing that? And then they try to help you unpack everything as you live your life every single day, because you cannot unpack all their bad habits in a day. You will lose your cool. So everything takes time. Everything takes time. Maturity takes time. I also want to point out to you that God is not done with you yet. And God is still working on you. So you need to take yourself seriously and make sure that you are better than you were yesterday. But don't beat yourself up. Are you going to mess up? Absolutely. Are you going to fail? Yes, you are. Does that mean you're a bad person? Not necessarily. We all have fallen short at some point in our lives, but we try to get better. I just want to admonish you in remembering that it takes time. Everything takes time. You want to go to school and get your certification? You can't do that in a day. That takes time. You want to get the promotion that you've been asking for at your work? You got to put in the time. Everything takes time. Don't rush life. Don't look at how someone is living their life and want to be or beat them to it, because for all you know, They've been doing it for years. Be serious and work on you every single day. And the more you work on you every single day, the better you become. Habits takes time to develop. And that is why when we try to unlearn something, it takes time to unlearn it. Don't be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. Parallel yourself with those who are there to help you. Parallel yourself with those who want to encourage you. Be open to your lessons and everything else that you've learned in your life and share it. That is how you become better. So today, I want to encourage you that all is not lost. Everything takes time. Laugh at your inadequacies. Laugh at yourself sometimes. Don't take yourself too seriously. You're not stupid. You're not dumb. You didn't sit in that little bus, even if you did. We all have our little buses that we get on from time to time, and nobody knows. You are who God intended for you to be. Celebrate you. This is Ifya Jufwa Ankara. We'll talk soon.